Good morning, how are you today? I hope you're ready for today's video because I know I am. This has been a long time coming. I've been waiting for the right time to talk about banana fragrances. It felt a little bit wrong to do it in the winter. So now that spring is among us, we can talk about these more tropical scents, and banana is one of my favorite ones that I find is not done often enough. But someone who does do it often is a company that I really enjoy called Dirty Soul Soap Company. If you have never heard of this brand before, that is okay. They are actually a very small company that specializes in Bath & Body Works dupes. They also do other brand dupes as well as their own original fragrances. The owner of Dirty Soul Soap Company has kindly sent me 6 fragrances that feature banana in them for me to review and rank for you. So if you ever find yourself with a hankering for a banana perfume, I am going to give you a spoiler alert now and tell you that all 6 of these are really good banana fragrances. So these are almost all of the banana fragrances that Dirty Soul Soap Co. has to offer on their website. There's actually 2 other ones on the website that I do not have and will not be reviewing today, and those are the banana taffy and the banana nut bread pudding, which is actually a duplicate of a Bath & Body Works candle. Those ones are a little bit of newer releases, so I didn't get those ones. I have actually 6 of the older ones that he's had on his website for a little while now. Of the 6 fragrances that I'm sharing with you today, 4 of them are Bath & Body Works duplicates and 2 of them are original fragrances. Before we jump right in with smelling these fragrances, I did want to bring to your attention that if you would like to make a purchase at Dirty Soul Soap Co., I have a coupon code down in the description box. With that in mind, let's start sniffing some banana fragrances and seeing which ones we like the best. So a little backstory on me with banana scents. So I actually love the smell of banana, and I always have. But I have this pillow pet. If you're a 90s kid, you will know all about pillow pets and that crazy commercial that used to play on Cartoon Network all the time. But this is Custard. She is my scented pillow pet, and she is tropical banana themed. You can see kind of the inside of the pillow there has like a cute little pattern there with the tropical bananas. So part of why I was in the market for a good banana scent, besides the fact that I want to smell like bananas during the summertime especially, is that the fragrance on the scented pillow pets does fade over time. So they come with like a little patch here with little scent beads inside. You can kind of still smell it, but not really. So I was really looking for a good banana scent that I can spray her with so that she still smells like banana. So for the banana scent that I want Custard to smell like, I want her to smell like a banana candy, like the most cliche bubblegummy banana candy you can think of. That's kind of what I want her to smell like. So I'll be keeping that in mind as I'm smelling these fragrances, which one is going to be Custard's signature fragrance. So she's going to sit over here and help us smell these. So the first one we are going to sniff today is called Banana Milk, and it is an original fragrance by Dirty Soul Soap Company. And there's actually a whole line on their website of different flavored milks that are inspired by the Korean flavored milk. So I think that is super cute and a good idea. So we've got ripe bananas, creamy milk, and a touch of vanilla. Let's give it a sniff. One thing I love about Dirty Soul Soap is their misters. I love the way that it spritz. It mists so generously compared to the Bath & Body Works ones, and it just feels good to press the button. I just love the way they mist out. Oh, it's so good. I was hoping to rank these 1 to 6. I have a feeling that whatever is going to be in 6th place is going to be really sad for me to put it there because already this is so good. I would put this in number 1 if I could, but we still have 5 more to smell, so I have to wait before I give it that prize. Very obviously banana. It does have a little bit of that artificial bubblegum banana candy that I am looking for, especially for Custard, but also for me. I think this is the perfect balance of playful, juicy, and fun, but still creamy. I'm not really getting any sense of tropical, suntan, or coconut scents, which is good because there is going to be some of that later, but if you're looking for like a pure banana sweet scent, Banana Milk is where it's at. It's a little bit on the gourmand side, but it's way more bubbly and bright than that. Really, really good. Another thing I've learned about Dirty Soul Soap Co. fragrances is that they really do change and become themselves if you let them rest a little while. You kind of have to let it dry down a bit. So I'm not going to forget this time to go back and sniff all of these after they've been sprayed for a little while. So that's just my response on initial spritz. So let's move on to the next one. This is the other original fragrance that I have, and this is called Banana Candy. It has cracked coconut, citrus peel, berries, fresh banana, pink bubblegum, white florals, vanilla, and sandalwood. So already after reading the notes, this one sounds like it's going to be more complex of a blend than the Banana Milk. The Banana Milk did a really good job of being obvious. You smell what you smell and you're not really surprised by the fragrance. So I wonder if this one's going to take us off guard because of some other interesting fragrances like citrus and bubblegum inside. Oh yeah, this does smell a lot more like bubble gum. Oh yeah, I really do smell banana still, but it does have all those other notes in there. I am pleasantly surprised that you can smell all of that breakdown. Citrus peel and berries. I get that. This one is a lot more fruity than the banana milk. The banana milk was like a comforting, creamy, fun banana scent, while this one is definitely more of a pop fragrance. Like this almost has a little bit of a fizzy soda note, must be because of the citrus peel. White florals tends to be something that reminds me of sunscreen, and it's not smelling too sunscreen to me. I'm mainly getting those top notes, but once again, we've just sprayed this, so we have to let it sit for a while. So as it stands, I think if I had to choose between the two, I like the banana milk better, but wow, this one still is really amazing. And if you want your banana to smell more fruity, I would choose banana candy over banana milk. All right, now we are entering replica land. So these last 4 fragrances are all inspired by Bath & Body Works fragrances. Actually, most of them are inspired by 3-wick candles. There is one of them that's inspired by a body care, but we'll get there in a minute. Here is the first Bath & Body Works lookalike. This is banana cream pie, and it is supposed to replicate the scent of the 3-wick candle, banana cream pie. So this one, it's been a while since I've smelled it, but if I remember correctly of the candle, it was surprisingly not banana-ish in my opinion. I wanted more banana from that candle, and it kind of reminded me of more of a decadent pie crust. It almost smelled like a sandwich, if you know what I mean. Like, it wasn't so sweet that I would call it a pie. It almost smelled like a peanut butter banana sandwich in my opinion, but it was quite soft and not as banana-y as I had hoped. So that's what I remember of the candle, my experience smelling it. Let's read the notes and compare. Bananas, creamy peanut butter, there we go, and then warm buttery crust. So yeah, I think my memory must be serving me correctly. The candle really was not like a pie. It wasn't sweet enough to be pie. It was more like a sandwich. So let's see what this one's like. Oh, yum, that smells so good. Very accurate to the notes. I'm not so sure if that's how I remember the candle smelling. Unfortunately, I don't have that candle, so I can't really accurately compare and contrast. It's been at least 3 years since I've smelled that scent, if not longer. There is a pleasant salty note in here. That's one of my favorite things in a fragrance, is when there is a sweet, it has a salty note. That's my favorite combo. Peanut Pumpkin Brittle by Dirty Soul Soap Co., which is replicating the Bath & Body Works home fragrance scent. That is one of my all-time favorite scents because of that sweet salty thing going on. And it must be because of the peanut butter. It has a little bit of a nutty, salty crunch scent to it, and I just love that. The banana on here is present, but it's not as artificial smelling. It smells a little bit more like an authentic, a real banana. You know what I mean when I say artificial? It kind of sounds like a bad thing, but that's kind of my way of differentiating like the candy, bubblegummy version of banana compared to like an actual banana when you peel it and smell just the banana itself. They kind of have a different thing going on. The candy, artificial flavoring versus the real thing. This actually smells a little bit more like a real banana, and I'm getting notes of the peanut butter and the saltiness. So this is a little bit more of a deep, rich gourmand fragrance. Next up, we have Banana Bundt Cake, which is supposed to smell like the 3-wick candle by Bath & Body Works called Banana Bundt Cake, which I think we've seen that one more recently than we have the banana cream pie. So this one is probably going to be a little bit more familiar to us than the other one. This one also has quite the set of notes. This one is ripe banana, apple essence, toasted walnut, peach cream, ground cinnamon, and vanilla powder. So what I remember of the Bath & Body Works candle off the top of my head is that this one has more of a carrot cake kind of scent. It's not necessarily like pow in your face banana. It's almost like a banana walnut bread or a baked treat with banana in it. Hence the ground cinnamon and maybe even some of the apple. So I wonder how that will come into play in this fragrance mist. Oh yeah, this does smell like that. It maybe even smells better than the Bath & Body Works version. I don't know, when it's in a mist, I feel like it's easier to really get a good sense of all of those notes in there than when it's in a candle. But I'm getting strong sense of cinnamon and a little bit of the apple. I also am getting walnut too. Something about my nose really picks up strong notes of cinnamon in most of the Dirty Soul Soap Co. fragrances. And I've chatted with a couple of other people and talked about Dirty Soul Soap Co. and they didn't notice the cinnamon in some of their scents as strongly as I did. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about my nose that if there is a fragrance that has cinnamon in it by Dirty Soul Soap Co., I'm definitely going to smell it predominantly. So that is happening a little bit with this Banana Bundt Cake. Lucky for me though, I do really love cinnamon. It's just that this puts it more into an autumnal bracket for me because I can't smell cinnamon and not think of a cozy autumn treat. So this one is definitely giving banana bread vibe. Out of the 4 that we've smelled so far, I think this one is probably the least banana scented just because there are a lot of other notes that are coming into play like walnuts, apples, cinnamon. I find that if a fragrance has those notes, notes. That's kind of the main feature. And so this one definitely reminds me of early autumn baking some treats with banana, like banana walnut muffins or banana bread, but it smells so good. In fact, I think this one is one of the most appropriate for a body care fragrance. Like if I smelled someone walking by smelling like this, it kind of smells appropriate to be a body mist, while the other ones are a little bit more unusual or unique for body scents, if that makes sense. Okay, I have 2 more fragrances and I've saved these ones till the end for a reason. Of the fragrances I have, these 2 are the ones that lean the most on the suntan lotion tropical side of the banana spectrum. I think one of these is mislabeled because when I smelt the Beach Belize, this says on the website that it's supposed to be a duplicate for the Bath & Body Works Tropical Cabana Belize. I smelled it and was like, yeah, that does smell quite a lot like it. It's pretty similar. But what actually cued me onto something fishy is that I smelled the Banana Paradise. This one smells like the spitting image of the Tropical Cabana Belize, the yellow body care. Like it's exactly to a T that fragrance. But this one is listed as being a duplicate for a 3-wick candle by Bath & Body Works called Banana Cabana, which I actually have not gotten a chance to smell Banana Cabana, so I can't really confirm that this is not Banana Cabana or that this is Banana Cabana, but what I can confirm is that Banana Paradise smells exactly 100% like the Tropical Cabana yellow body care that says Belize on it by Bath & Body Works. So with that in mind, let's smell these scents and kind of compare and contrast them in terms of tropical banana. So starting with Banana Paradise, which is actually a replica of the Belize Yellow Body Care Tropical Cabana. This has sun-kissed banana, ripe coconut, pina colada, sea spray, velvet rose, milky sands, warm vanilla, sweet breeze accord, and tropical musk. Wow, what a set of fragrance notes. So I feel like that perfectly describes everything that I would imagine to be in a Hawaiian suntan lotion themed banana scent. Let's sniff it. 100% same as that Bath & Body Works body care, which I am so thankful for because that is one that I got travel sizes of a spray and a body cream of. I used it up in like a couple of weeks because I loved it that much. And then I had a full-size shower gel of it and I used that up so quickly, maybe in a month or less, which for me is really fast because I normally rotate scents, but that one I just could not stop using it. So I am sad that I didn't stock up on backups, but now that I have this Dirty Soul Soap Co version, I have it back in my life and I'm so happy and thankful for that. To describe it to someone who hasn't smelled that one before, it's interesting because it's very warm and a little bit on the gourmand side. It's extremely toasty and nutty, but it still has essence of that sunscreen scent. It smells like the way your skin would smell if it's been under the sun for a long time, but it still is rich and warm and sweet like a banana cream pie a little bit. It is a little bit on the coconutty side, but not like a fruity Waikiki Beach coconut, but more of like a milky, toned down, toasted coconut. It is such a good scent and very unique. I just love that one. So last but definitely not least, we have Bise Beach. I believe this one is supposed to be a dupe for the 3-wick candle Banana Cabana. So we've got notes of lemon lime, mandarin, pineapple, banana, apricot, plumera, water lily, vanilla, coconut, raspberry, and musk. So it's sounding like of the 2 tropical bananas that we have, this is extremely fruity because we've got, what did it say, raspberries, pineapples, lemon lime, mandarin. So very excited to see some citrusy paired with banana. Oh yeah, to me, this one actually smells the most like a true sunscreen scent. It's a lot more bright and top note heavy than the Banana Paradise because of those fruity notes in there. But to me, what I'm really noticing is a lot of that vanilla, musk, plumera situation going on, which really reminds me of like creamy white florals and that solar note of sunscreen. For having so many notes in it, I'm surprised at its light and delicateness. I feel like sometimes if you have too many notes in a scent, it can get really bogged down, but I don't feel like that is happening with the Bise Beach. It still smells light and gentle despite having a lot going on with it. It's got an aquaticness to it, which reminds me of going to the pool in the summer as a kid, which is a good memory. So I will definitely enjoy wearing that as kind of like a pool day scent in the summer. So now I'm just going back over and smelling and ranking these. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Dirty Soul Soap Co fragrances tend to run very strong, even just with 1 or 2 mists. These papers last for a really long time. This one is probably the least complicated of the banana fragrances. It's probably the most straightforward. I'm re-smelling the banana candy and I'm starting to get notes of the white florals and the sandalwood now that are popping out. On initial spritz, I was getting a lot of bubble gum and citrus peel, but now I'm starting to smell almost like, you know, when you have a cleaner, it doesn't smell like cleaner, but it smells like a tropical scented cleaner a little bit. Not in a bad way, that kind of sounds like a bad thing, but you know, it's got enough of that fresh deodorizing kind of scent. I feel like upon dry down of this fragrance, because of the sandalwood and maybe those white florals as well, if they had made a summer limited edition scent booster for my laundry or sprinkles for the carpet, what is that called? You know, like the stuff you sprinkle onto the carpet before you vacuum that deodorizes it. If they had like a summer limited edition of that and it smelled just like this, that would be perfect. Like that's just what that's reminding me of. So initially it smells more candy-like and fruity, but then it kind of turns into a fresh, clean banana. Dry down of banana cream pie so far, of all of the banana fragrances, this is probably the softest, the least strong. I feel like this one isn't as long lasting of a fragrance as the other bananas. So far this is probably the weakest one in terms of how long it lasted on the paper. So if you're someone who doesn't want a fragrance to be overpowering or stick with you for so long that you get tired of it, banana cream pie might be your choice. On the dry down for banana bundt cake, that smells really good. So some of that initial cinnamon pow has kind of faded away and I'm left with a really good banana pudding kind of scent, but it's still the most gourmand and foodie of the batch. Still smells like muffins. On dry down, Banana Paradise has a coconut note that was not as prominent in the beginning of the spray. And Bise Beach upon dry down actually has remained almost the same as it did on initial spritz. So this one, when you spritz it at first, that's pretty much how it's gonna smell when it dries down, in my opinion. Now I must do the cruel task of ranking these 1 to 6 in terms of my favorite. I will disclose that there isn't a single fragrance here that I didn't enjoy. So just because I put a fragrance in last place, it's not because I don't like it. I actually still love all 6 of these, and for different reasons. So with that in mind, here we go. I think I'm gonna have to give the banana bundt cake first place. I think it's the best blend of all of these fragrances. There's something about these notes that just work really well together, and it's just the most delicious in my opinion. I tend to be a gourmand person, so because of that personal preference, I think that is most definitely going to influence the reason why I chose banana bundt cake to be in first place. Just because I have some nostalgic and memory association with this fragrance, I feel like it's a little bit rigged or unfair that I would choose this one for second place. I feel like second and third place could easily interchange with each other just depending on my mood, but just because of my love for the Bath & Body Works version of Belize Tropical Cabana, I put this one in second place, and like I said, that could change just based on my mood, but when I smell that, all of the memories of when I used it for the first time come flooding back, and it just is such a good feeling when I smell it. It's also worthy of second place just because of the way that they were so closely able to capture that fragrance. It's really quite amazing how they were able to do that. So second place, Banana Paradise. Depending on my mood, this could have been second place, but for now it's gonna be in third. This is the Banana Milk, and I really like this one because I feel like it's the most cliche, straightforward, artificial candy banana scent. From initial spritz all the way to dry down, it just had really good lasting banana power, which is really what I'm looking for, and this is probably going to end up being Custard's main signature fragrance for when I spritz my pillow pet to make it smell like bananas again. In fourth place, I chose Banana Cream Pie, which honestly I loved on initial spritz, but what ended up happening is this one started to fade away compared to the other ones, and I like a strong fragrance. I know that not everyone feels that way, so this would probably easily be someone's first place if they like something a little more gentle or toned down, but I like it to be powerful and strengthy. But on its dry down, Banana Cream Pie was just a little bit too soft for me, which is why I pushed it towards the end of my list, but still really amazing fragrance, and I love that salty sweet vibe going on. Banana Candy, once again, I really enjoyed it on initial spritz, but when it dries down, it starts to bring out some of the notes that I just know won't exactly work with my body chemistry as well. I know that fresh, clean florals don't really work on my skin. So just knowing myself, I know that this one isn't gonna work as well for me as some of those other more gourmand bananas. And then in last place, I put the Bise Beach, not because I don't like the fragrance, but once again, this is just more of a floral suntan lotion version of a banana, which with my body chemistry, things like water lily and plumera really end up being the main focus on this fragrance on dry down, and I just know that that is not gonna be what I wanna smell like all day. If I were to ever have a pool day, this would be perfect for that, or if I knew I was gonna have some type of aquatic, beachy afternoon, this would be the perfect fragrance. So that is the only reason this one went in 6th place, just personal preference. But honestly, if you're looking for more of a well-blended, pretty banana scent, this would be an excellent choice. All right, and that's a wrap on all of these banana fragrances from Dirty Soul Soap Co. So once again, as a reminder, if you are interested in trying out any of Dirty Soul Soap Co.'s fragrances, I have a coupon code for you to use. And thank you so much, Harley, for sending me these fragrances. I love all of them, and I really appreciate everything that you're doing for the fragrance community. You really bring a lot to this community by bringing back to life some old Bath & Body Works fragrances that we no longer can have. So thank you for that. Thank you for sending these so I could review them. And thank you to everyone else for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have ever tried any of Dirty Soul Soap Co.'s fragrances and which are your favorite. And let me know if you like banana fragrances. And I will see you in my next video. Until next time, bye.